Hey guys, it's Deborah. So it's almost 2021. Right now I'm recording this around 9 p.m. where I live, and I don't know when I'm going to post this. I'm going to try before midnight so you guys catch it before then. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about something because I re-listened to a prophetic dream video that I had shared with you guys, and there was some new things in it that I did not remember, and I want to share with you guys, and I want to get your opinion and also just make sure that I address it because I didn't even remember it said these things, and if it is wrong, I definitely want to correct, myself, and if it is right, then it's pretty crazy. So I'll try to keep this short. It's regarding this little girl's dream. It's Catherine from the Philippines, and I'll put the full video in the description box below. So I shared it on my channel a while back, and I did like a review on her dream, and I went through it kind of bit by bit to say the parts that I found really amazing. If you guys follow my channel, you know I don't really report on dreams very much, only because I haven't had a whole lot. I don't have a lot of experience with dreams. And also, there was, during the time when I was posting this dream, there was a lot of other dreams from certain people that were going like viral and crazy. And I wasn't having a good feeling about it. And I just didn't have a peace inside about it. And so I wasn't sharing those dreams. But then this one came along, and I don't know if I had a peace. I feel like I did, but it was more that that it matched up with my study. I had been studying and studying Revelation and like putting pieces together and things that she talked about in this dream, like a black hole being in the ocean. And my research on the middle of the earth. And then like when she talked about being in the first rapture and my research on that and the Seal 6 rapture and all these different things that I had done, just research in the book of Revelation prayerfully with the Lord. So there was things that I never heard people say that were matching up, and I was like, whoa. So anyway, like I said, I'll put the link in the description box, but I re-listened to it because actually it's so funny. She was on my mind. She was really on my mind. And then someone sent me a message on Facebook and said, hey, did you remember that little girl from the Philippines, that in her dream, she mentioned the New Year's. So I want to address that and one other thing. So first, actually, I will say that I know in the beginning of her dream, she says she heard there will be a big disaster on October 10th. I think she made the dream in September or the beginning of October. And the only thing that I always had said was she never said a year. Now, I don't know if that's okay or not, but she didn't say 2020. She just said on October 10th, there'll be a big disaster. Now, obviously, it's presumed that it was of the same year. So, I mean, because she didn't give a year, I just kind of felt like, well, that still can come to pass any year, really. So I don't know what you guys think about that. But the other thing is, I mean, I'm asking you not to put this in the comments, but people don't listen to me anyway. So, like saying, oh, her mother was prompting her, blah, blah, blah. Like, here's the thing. That's why I didn't, I hope you guys trust me because I've had correct discernment. Like my discernment is pretty good, and I've had correct, like proven discernment. I guess I don't know how to word it, but basically like I've shown that I'm correct because when everybody else was, going one way, many times I've gone another. And those other ways have not always been right. So I'm just saying that I'm not perfect, but my discernment's pretty good. I've made mistakes, but usually the Lord corrects me before I fall too deeply into any error. And so with this, I don't know. I could be in error. I'm not sure. I just want to address it. So she says two things in there. But, oh yeah, about the prompting, I just want to say with the child, like I am a mom of many, many children, and I understand what it sounds like when a kid is like lying or making up a story. Like it sounds to me like the mother was helping her make a coherent video, like something that would actually be, watchable. She's a little kid and she just was just talking about her dream. I'm not saying you can't just let her talk, but it's really, it's hard. Little kids, her dream was very detailed. She said she had this dream like 3 to 4 times. So if this is true, I didn't feel like her mom was being too pushy. I felt like she was prompting her. Like, I can't see why I wouldn't do that. And many people were like, oh, the mom was telling her everything, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know if these people have kids. I have no idea, these people in the comments, if they have kids. But It didn't sound like that to me. It sounded like, she could be. The thing that I found was that, okay, if she was prompting her, then the mom is using some spiritual guide to tell her things about the book of Revelation, because things that she was saying were so detailed in with regards to the small little things that I had read. Like she said, the people that were left on earth, left behind, were very, very hot because earth got super hot and windy. It got hotter than normal. And in the book of Revelation, it says the big multitude, the great multitude that's raptured at seal 6, they said they will not thirst no more. The sun will not burn them anymore, and they will hunger no more. And she said she saw people super hot down on earth. Like little details like that, okay? Little details like that. But I'm coming here to say, I don't know. Like the Lord didn't say to me, yes, 100% Catherine is right. I had a good feeling. Those little details matched up. She didn't give a date for October 10th. So I'm just going to go from there. So, but soon we can know if it was not legit, because here's what she said. Well, one thing that she said is when she was raptured, she said she knew it was around New Year's. And her mom said, you said it was around New Year's? And she was like, yeah. And she said, how did you know it was New Year's? And she said, I heard a shofar blast. Now, people are like, how does she know what a shofar is? How does she know this? How does she know that? I mean, if you're in a Christian home and your parents talk about that, like this could be that she dreamt all this stuff because she's in this Christian home. It could be that, you know what I mean? So you hear these words. Or if it was from the Lord, he could be teaching her these things. But most likely, she knows these words because of being in a Christian home, because it says they're part of this local church and everything, this Filipino church or whatever. So I don't know. I just know she said she heard a shofar blast. Now, that doesn't relate to New Year's in the Gregorian year. So I don't know if she said it was New Year's. She also said she was in grade 4. She's currently in grade 4. And she heard her teacher say, okay, grade 4 Zoom class, everybody line up now, or something like that. She was in a Zoom class. It was grade 4 and her teacher was talking to her. So these are all the time frames that I'm just keeping track of. So it could be New Year's now, like as in like tonight. I don't know. It could be New Year's as in the Jewish New Year that she heard, but she said it was around then. And that's the part I wanted to address, that she mentioned New Year's, but there's one more thing that she said that I was shocked. I did not know that she said this. Okay. I forgot. I mean, it was a long dream. I didn't even remember, but she said after the rapture, she was hovering in the air with Jesus. He would take her to the heavens. They ate, and then he would take her back to space, she said, where she would look down. And in this scenario, she said she saw Trump was made the last president. These are her exact words. That he was made the last president. Okay, I did not know she had said that. So basically, in this dream, she said after the rapture, he was remade president. Okay, so that's what I missed. So I guess it'll all come out pretty soon, end of January. We'll really know. So yeah, I just wanted to address that, because if after time passes and that does not take place, then I will come out and say, I apologize if I even, mention this video. This dream, I tried my best to analyze it and pray about it. And anyway, that's what she said. So I just want to make you guys aware that if this dream goes the way she's saying, that is what she said. So if it's not going to be that way, then like I said, I will come out and just say, like, I'm not on any team or whatever. I just want whatever is the truth is going to happen. Like I'm fine with whatever. So anywho, I just wanted to mention that because I had been, talking about her dream, but it's so weird because somebody I said had just messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, did you realize she said it happens at New Year's? So I did want to post this before midnight just to tell you guys. I'm not saying it's like at midnight. It's already New Year's for some places. So I don't know. And New Year's when? Jerusalem, Israel? Like, I don't know. But she said she heard a shofar. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to address on that. So according to her, he will be president again. Yeah. So that being said, obviously that makes no sense at this present time. I just want to address it, put it out there, and I will come back, should the Lord tarry, and go over it after the 20th of January. Yeah, so next topic. I was asking the Lord about something with regards to the barren fig tree prophecy. It feels like I'm the only one talking about it, so I guess that's fine. Everybody's following the fig tree prophecy, which so am I, which is that, the last generation will be those that see the fig tree bloom, which is Israel, for I have all my reasons, that it will come back to life in 1948, and that a generation is 70 to 80 years, and that generation will see the whole end of, like, they will not pass away before the second coming of the Lord, which would be 80 years would bring us to 2028, which means the Daniel's 70th week would, week would have to start in 2021 latest. So anyway, obviously the fig tree prophecy is one that I follow. But the barren fig tree prophecy is one that I feel like personally the Lord showed me, and I hope, I was hearing from the right spirit. This is what I'm just backing things up. I'm backing things up, and I'm going to back way up and just make sure I know certain things the Lord told me, well, like for sure. But there's only a few of those things. The rest of the things I think I heard correctly. So anyway, with this barren fig tree prophecy, I feel like the Lord said that, and if you don't know the prophecy, the parable. If you don't know it, it's basically that there was this fig tree, a guy was tending to it. The man who owned the fig tree came and said, "How's my fig tree doing?" And the guy tending to it said, "It's not bearing any figs, and I've dug around it and I've taken care of it for 3 years." And then the owner said, "Okay, give it 1 more year, dig around it," and it says dung it. And some people are saying that word or phrase is not correct and that there's been some Bible changes or something like that. Like, I don't even know about that, but whatever. The point is, I won't get into that, he says, give it 1 more year, like really work on this tree. Okay. And if the word dung it is correct, then it means like throw stuff at it, like just really work on this tree for 1 more year. And if after that 1 more year, so 3 years, then 1 more year, it doesn't bear fruit, then cut it down. And for some reason, I feel like the Lord shared to me that was a 3-year prophetic time and then 1 more year. And I felt that he showed me this months and months ago, that the 3 years started in 2017 to 2020, and then give it 1 more year was 2020 to 2021. So I was thinking it had to be 2021 spring, but I realized it can be 2021 anytime, like as long as it's 2021. That's the 1 more year. 2017 to 2018, 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020 is 3 years. And then 2020 to 2021 is the 1 more year. So, that's how I'm seeing it now. So I thought it had to be spring, and it still could be because of other things that the Lord had showed me. But regardless, the point being is I'd asked him about this again because I was like, Lord, did you really show me this? And is 2017 significant other than the Revelation 12 sign? Like, why 2017? And like immediately, I feel like I was shown that the reason it was significant was because that was the year Jerusalem was made the capital, was declared the capital by DJT. So I don't know. That's what I just asked him, like, I think it was a couple days ago. And that's what I found out and heard. So it was kind of like that same moment. And I'm like, oh, is that why it started? And what's so important of Jerusalem being the capital? And so that is still in play for me. And I just wanted to update you guys on that he'd kind of show me that. And then the very same day, I saw a video on YouTube, this was days ago, that talked all about Jerusalem. The same day, I felt like the Lord had said Jerusalem being the capital started this barren fig tree prophecy time period, okay? And let me explain that. So the same day that I realized that I feel like the Lord showed me that Jerusalem being the capital started this barren fig tree time period, I saw a video, so this was days ago, on the same day about Jerusalem being the capital. And this person was talking about this particular verse. So Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and they shall be led away captive into all nations. That has already happened. Remember, the Jews went everywhere. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So after this verse, then it says there'll be signs in the sun, moon, and stars, perplexity, and the waves roaring, and then you'll see the Son of Man coming. So this is about the end. So it's saying here, Daniel's 70th week falls around, his last week is going to fall around the time when the time of the Gentiles are fulfilled. Now, this is about Jerusalem. They're not talking about all of Israel. It says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. Now, this verse, it's like I heard it on the same day that I was asking the Lord about 2017. And it's like, I think what he's saying is the time of the Gentiles was fulfilled. By declaring it as the capital, it's like the time of the Gentiles was fulfilled in 2017. I could be wrong. That's what I'm feeling. Because the same day I heard that verse, and I was like, okay, could this be? So here's my, my possible interpretation of this is that, like I said, 2017 to 2020 was the 3 years that the fig tree was worked on. And 2017 was the time when it was declared, Jerusalem was declared as the capital. So it was just like a verbal declaration that the time of the Gentiles was fulfilled in Jerusalem. Remember, it's not about all of Israel. It's just about Jerusalem. So that declaration, I think, might have fulfilled this verse. That's crazy. And then 2020 to 2021 is that one more year. I have asked people to interpret that parable for me, and I have not heard anything that I'm like, yeah, that's what that's there for. Like, and it's about the fig tree. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. It's kind of hard because I'm like, Lord, why am I the only one saying this? And like, is this correct? Like, how come no one else is talking about this parable? But that's fine. Obviously the fig tree generation parable is kind of like the main one. But anyway, I think this verse might have been fulfilled in 2017 when Trump declared it the capital, that the time of the Gentiles was fulfilled. Remember, they went into all the nations. The Jews were spread everywhere. Then they came back to Israel. But that year, 2017. And isn't it crazy? The same day I was praying and asking the Lord, like, is it really right? Like 2017 to 2020? Because I mean, we're going into this new year and I'm just like, oh, Lord, I just need to like make sure I'm hearing right things and doing what you want me to do and being obedient. And I don't know, like, am I hearing wrong things? I just want to make sure I'm, speaking according to what you want me to say. So I feel like that could have been it. Can you imagine if that verse was fulfilled in 2017 and that now I'm realizing this and that is this parable? So that's amazing if that's true. So yeah, that was like the last thing I wanted to mention, but I did want to really focus on the fact that I rewatched that dream and that she does say he's going to be president again. So I didn't know she said that. I was like, what? And she did mention the new year when she heard a shofar blast and then she was taken up and she said it was in the first rapture. And then she went into all this other stuff. So I don't know. But if that's wrong and this doesn't turn out that way, then I will address it. Like, I am just trying my best to hang on like everybody else and just be like, Lord, am I understanding things right? Am I interpreting things right? I'm really, it's just like, it's a lot of work to really just keep holding on and saying and doing this and watching and, all the virgins, the wise and the foolish, says they fell asleep. They all fell asleep before the bridegroom came. So I don't know, but I just want to say the right thing for you guys. So anyway, I thought that was really amazing about that verse and at the time of the Gentiles possibly being fulfilled in 2017. So then that just, even more gives more credit to that possible interpretation of this parable. So yeah, I guess that's it. So it's over 2020. I don't even know what to say right now, guys. Like, Happy New Year with a question mark. Like, Happy New Year. So anyway, I guess I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. I don't know, you guys. I just want to make sure that we're on the right track. And yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that it was about when he declared it the capital. So somehow that ties into that. I'm not giving credit to a person. I'm just saying this is the time, like he's using these monumentous events to set time periods and stuff like that. And yeah, tell me what you think about the little girl's dream with the New Year's. And yes, I know about the mom and all that kind of stuff. I'm a mom. I really did use my discernment on this one, and I've been correct about other things. So, and I've been wrong about some things, but I've been more right than wrong with kind of interpretation. And also I will add quickly that I did show, like my husband watched other videos of prophetic people giving words and stuff like that. And he's been like, no for that one, just no. And for this one, he was like, I feel like this could be possible. And he has, I believe, like a gift of word of knowledge. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not so much discernment. It's just telling when, like explaining when something is right, which sounds like discernment, but it's not. It's like, if I ask an opinion, the word he gives back to me sounds like it's not even coming from him. I don't know how to explain it. He's always been like that, like since we were, in college and university when we were, first met and everything. So, where it'd be like he'll give this word and it's like just correct. I don't know how to explain it, but he's usually right anyway. So when I do kind of ask him, hey, what do you think about this? Because this is how I'm feeling, or I won't even tell him where I'm leaning. And then we're almost always on the exact same path with most things. So I did, he was okay with this little girl. He felt like this seems like legit. So I don't know. Like, again, I'll come back. I'm never that person who's like, oh, if I'm wrong, I'm going to just like basically brush it under the rug and pretend I never said anything. Not at all, because it doesn't matter to me. I'm not trying to be like, woohoo, like I'm right. Or, that's not how I am at all. I just want it to be whatever's the truth, to help you guys and just get out of here. So I'm not even concerned with how I look or if I'm right or wrong. It does not even appeal to me. I don't monetize a channel. If somebody's like, oh, I'm unsubbing from your channel, like none of this, it doesn't matter, because I care about people, but this drama does not matter to me. It's not at all. So I do not, want to do this just to say, haha, I was right or something. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I just want whatever the truth. I just like the truth. So that being said, I have a child crying. I have to go. I can hear her. So I hope you guys just hang on another year, and not a year. I just mean another day, but maybe, we'll be raptured in our sleep. Some of you guys, it's already the morning if you're like living in Australia or something, I'm sure. But anyway, Happy New Year, guys, the question mark. I guess it'll be fine, because obviously, as long as you abide in Christ and, your faith is in Jesus as your savior, it's going to end well, but it's a little bit bumpy right now. It's a little bit bumpy. So let me know what you guys think. I pray that I'm right about this whole thing with the 2017 to 2021. I believe I am. And that could be now. It could be now. It could also be to spring is what I see, because of the fig tree prophecy, May 14th kind of date. So okay, that's all. I'm taking long lingering because I want to say nice things for you guys, but I'm just like barely like encouraging myself in the Lord, and I'm trying. And we'll just have to stick together, just try our best to encourage one another. So anyway, let's just look up, keep our heads lifted up for 2021. And it's almost over. I guess I'll just say that. Yeah, I'll say that. It's almost over, but in fact, it's just beginning. Our new proper life. It's just beginning. So on that note, I will talk to you guys again soon, and I hope you're doing well and staying, encouraged and safe and healthy, and just keep looking up. And we'll talk soon. Okay, so until next time, God bless and shalom.